The story we are about to tell you is truly incredible. New details that have emerged about the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II seem to confirm a supernatural intervention that occurred to save the Holy Father's life. Before we delve into this story, which could change everything we know about that day, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and become part of our community of faith and prayer. On May 13, 1981, Ali Agca fired 2 shots at John Paul II, seriously injuring him. Agca was a professional assassin and was only a few meters away from the Holy Father at the time of the shots. Despite this, he managed to wound him, but not kill him. Over the years, Ali Agca has expressed his astonishment several times at his failure to accomplish his mission. This astonishment was even shared with John Paul II on the day the two met in prison. The doctors who operated on John Paul II stated that the bullets followed a zigzag path, avoiding vital organs and thus saving his life. Much has been said about the trajectory of the bullet, and John Paul II himself was always convinced that the merciful hand of the Madonna intervened to deflect its path. Certainly, this is already an exceptional event, confirmed by the doctors, but today we can say that there is something more. Something even more extraordinary has emerged about the dynamics of the assassination attempt, confirming the supernatural intervention of that day. On that day, after the 2 shots were fired, Ali Agca was immediately blocked by a nun, Sister Letizia Giudici, who, finding herself behind him, managed to restrain him in those tumultuous moments until the arrival of the police. However, in some of Ali Agca's recent statements, he adds further details about that day. He claims that his intention was to fire many more shots at John Paul II, but a nun grabbed his arm, preventing him from continuing to shoot. Sister Letizia Giudici has always stated that she intervened after the shots were fired and that she was at least 4 meters away from Agca in those initial moments. Was there another nun present? And who was she? Lately, there has been talk of another nun, Sister Rita Montella. Sister Rita Montella was a cloistered nun who passed away at the monastery of Santa Croce in Tuscany on November 26, 1992. Renowned for her holiness, Sister Rita was connected to Padre Pio and had great mystical abilities. Her holiness and mystical gifts have garnered attention from the Church, leading to a beatification process. It is during the investigations for her beatification that startling documents have come to light, documents that could change everything we know about that day. Father Fabiano Montanaro is responsible for collecting the material on Sister Rita Montella. In a report he wrote, he recounts coming across a document signed by Father Anastasio and prepared by a notary, in which Father Anastasio describes his encounter with Sister Rita Montella in 1981. During their conversation, they discussed the assassination attempt on John Paul II. On that occasion, the nun confided in Father Anastasio that John Paul II had been saved by the Madonna and her intervention. The nun revealed that on that day, she had held the hand of the assailant, preventing him from firing more shots. However, all of this allegedly occurred through bilocation, as the nun lived in a cloistered convent. Sister Rita, however, asked that her words not be disclosed as long as she was alive. Father Anastasio honored this request, limiting himself to documenting the conversation with the nun in a signed document validated by a notary. Realizing the extraordinary nature of what he was reporting, he vouched for the truthfulness of the information provided by the nun, as he was aware of her mystical abilities and had evidence of a historical relationship between Sister Rita and Padre Pio, which had lasted for years through bilocation. Sister Rita would have been present, also through bilocation, even in the final moments of Padre Pio's life. It should be noted in confirmation of Sister Rita's statement that until 1981, Ali Agca had never publicly mentioned the nun's hand preventing him from emptying the entire magazine against John Paul II. Therefore, at the time of Sister Rita Montella's declaration, she would not have had any way of knowing this detail that only came to light later. Over all these years, no nun has ever claimed responsibility for stopping Ali Agca. The only nun we know was present, Sister Lucia Giudici, has always stated that she intervened at a later stage because she was too far away at the time of the shots. On that day, Ali Agca intended to fire 6 shots at the pontiff, but a nun prevented him from doing so, and that nun apparently was Sister Cristina Montella, who, through bilocation, managed to stop the assassin's hand. These new elements add to the many others confirming that on that day in 1981, Pope John Paul II was saved by a divine intervention. Dear brothers and sisters, Let us know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel to not miss our upcoming videos. See you soon.